What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Top Flight Podcast. Here we bring you the best of Austin FC along with world football. Thank you so much for all the support. If you like the content that we're putting out, please make sure to like and subscribe. Let's go. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Top Flight Podcast. You already know that's why you're here. You're here to listen to what we got to say. And today we're going to talk about some really good stuff. I'm in the finally here. We're again in the studio. The famous wall of jerseys is behind us. Shout out to my boy Body for being here. We got B on the mic, Melo on the ones and twos. Primo, thank you for being here. Quick rundown of the podcast, guys. We're going to be talking about the game that happened last night, Austin FC versus Minnesota United, of course. We're going to be talking about Sporting Kansas City and what is going to be waiting for us there. And then, of course, Top Flight Podcast, we're going to talk about the best of soccer that's going on all around the world. We're going to bring you some action from the UCL, Champions League, EPL, La Liga, and some interesting stuff going on in Old Trafford. Oh. Very interesting stuff going on in Old Trafford.
Oh,
protest, mate. But that's going to come on later. Let's get into it, guys. Minnesota United versus Austin FC. What a match, dude. Just wow, incredible. I can't believe the run that Austin FC is getting into right now. Who would have thought? Yeah. Who would have thought, right? Sure, who would have thought that we would have this team together playing this well with one another? Maybe not as beautiful as you would think because we're getting kind of scrappy wins, but we're doing really good for a brand new team that just came into the league. And people were counting us out. Everybody was rating us at the bottom of the table. And right now, gentlemen, I think we sit in number 4 or number 3. Mm-hmm. So I see B giving me these looks, these eyes. So I know that he wants to say something. B, tell me your quick thoughts on this match, bro.
I mean, I agree with the scrappiness of the game. It was 1-0. To be where we are right now is really good because 3 games, 2 dubs, and a hard-fought loss against LAFC. So everything's looking good so far. I mean, everything's been great.
The overall result, 1-0. We could say that our goalie came up big, right, boys? Oh, the goalie was great. 1-0, 1-0 kept me on the edge of my seat the whole match because I knew that at any moment Minnesota could tie it up and this beautiful game that we had been playing was going to be ruined. And there was a couple of moments in the last 10 minutes that Minnesota, it was back and forth. Yeah. It was back and forth. Spaces were opening up. And Wolf noticed because around minute 60, we talked about the subs before we started the pod, how and whenever we were there last night at Hopsquad, B was all like, I love these subs. He's going after the game again. You know what I'm saying? Because he came out, Danny, which we didn't think was going to play. Gallagher came in, and Rodney came in. Those are 3 offensive substitutions, brother. Yeah. That's like saying, I don't want just 1-0. I want to just close this game out by minute 75, and the last 15 minutes show people what I'm trying to play, possession ball. You know what I'm saying? So Redes hit the post. Yeah. Redes hit the post, which was crazy because if he would have scored that was done.
Perfect.
That was done. But
it was in stoppage time. Yeah. It was a very, very entertaining game because it was back and forth, like you said. Minnesota had a couple shots hit the crossbar, hit the post. So did we. Mm-hmm. So at 1-0, had it been 2 or 3, it would have been more comfortable. It would have been easier. But at 1-0, we were always like, fuck, it just takes one goal for them to tie it up. And it was good performance overall from Austin.
Yeah, it was almost a Wolf masterclass. Almost. Rodney and Gallagher let him down, But it's all right, man.
Primo, what were your overall thoughts on this 1-0 game, bro?
I mean, honestly, it's looking better.
Primo, can you get the mic closer to you, brother?
Yeah. There you go. Honestly, it's looking a lot better. I think it's just a step-by-step thing. Yeah. But for sure, I mean, the possession's there. We had, I think, probably about 100 more passes than Minnesota. I'm really liking that.
Melo, can you get those stats up real quick? Go ahead, Primo.
Possession, I think we were over them a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And I like seeing that. I like them just connecting well, building that chemistry. It's still a little early in the season, but I think with time, it's just gonna get even more tight, and they're just gonna give us good football.
Yesterday, bro, we got together at Hop. Unfortunately, Primo, you couldn't be there, but you watched the game, right?
Yes. Yeah, I was watching on my phone, man. It was real exciting.
I want to ask you this real quick. Who was your man of the match? Because that's something that we have to talk about. Who was your man of the match? We had a tie. Melo was, making a case for Stuber. Others were making a case for Diego Fagundes. It was a complete tie within the guys that were Austin TV. So what do? We had to go to the fans, and we had to ask who they thought was their man of the match. That's still not over. I think we're going to call it at the end of the day, and we're going to see who the actual man of the match was for We Are Austin TV. But I want to ask you first, and then I want to go into Melo. Who was y'all's man of the match? Was it Diego Fagundes or was it Ben Stuver?
I'm going to say Fagundes.
Diego Fagundes for you?
Yeah. I mean, he scored last game. He scored in this game for sure. I mean, only goal in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't win the game without goals. But at the same time, you need to have a good keeper to.
What do you mean? Wait. So you're telling me you can't win the game with possession and the most passes? Really? I didn't. Well, that's crazy. I thought teams like Barca, like Barca like to thrive on that and say that they had the most ball. But that's another topic. That's another day. That's another day.
You couldn't help yourself.
I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, Melo. Melo. I'm sorry, Melo. Hey, but Melo.
Fagundes for Primo.
Melo, tell me, bro. Tell me who was your man of the match? Fagundes or was it Stuver?
I'm going to go with Primo on this one, bro. I think it's Fagundes. Like he said, just to, ultimately, goals win you games.
Yeah, facts.
Fagundes came in to this team not to provide defensive, duties, essentially. He came in to provide offensive qualities to the game. And he's been stepping up, bro. And Fagundes has to get man of the match for me on this game.
And a quick stat that we may have forgotten, but when I linked up with Diego, he had mentioned that he had the 50 youngest goals in the MLS. He was the youngest player to get to 50 goals, and he was 4 assists away from getting the 50 youngest. So he hasn't gotten an assist yet, but the boy's bringing in the goals for us.
Yeah.
But B, I want you to let me know, man of the match for you.
Of course, Diego Fagundes. I mean, Stewart had a hell of a game. He's been having back-to-back good games for me, so we're set on goalkeeper, but Fagundes man of the match for this game. I mean, I'm a big Fagundes fan since week one. I always, in the back of my mind, I knew that Fagundes was going to be one of the big key players in the midfield. I know Danny Pereira has been playing there, and he's been playing really good. He works hard. He tries his ass off. He's eager to go forward, but overall, the experience, the swag that Fagundes plays with, the calmness, the fact that he's been doing it for years and years, I just feel like he's going to be a key part of the midfield for me going forward. So he's Fagundes, key, man of the match for me. Fagundes,
he's
definitely.
Key, bro. He's key. And I remember, preseason, we were talking about how Diego has to really step up because he's like the older brother for these cats, because he's been in this league for 10 years, like how we were talking about earlier. Yeah. He's been in this since he was 15. He just turned 25 on Valentine's Day or 26. I think he turned 26. So this is year 11. And I think this is just him in his natural habitat. He said in an interview with I think it was with Chris Bills, if I'm not mistaken. He said that he was on the phone. He wasn't on the phone, but he was with his dad talking about how he wanted his next move to be Austin. And in 3 days later, Austin FC called him up, and they told him hey, we want you to be part of this project down in Austin FC. So I feel like everything is just kind of happening for Diego Fagundes. Yeah. Everything's falling into place because if we're also being honest, shit coaching in New England that almost ruined him, bro. The coach over there was Bruce Arena. Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry. He's a fucking piece of shit. I don't like Bruce Arena.
Bro.
I don't like Bruce Arena. He almost ruined Diego Fagundes, bro. Diego, I mean, this might not be official to say or whatever, but Diego was not fond of him. You know what I'm saying? I guess
a lot of people are.
I guess I can just say that to keep it as PG as I can, because Diego told me maybe something more different. But what I'm gonna say is that he was not fond of him. Yeah. He played him in a position where Diego couldn't. He played him in the position that Ring is in, like that role. Like he's not that guy. He needs to create, that's what he's doing for us.
And
he's doing for us right now.
Hopefully he fell in love with the game and the sport, and he can look back at his achievements and be like, I can do more. And like you said, him wanting to come to Austin and then getting that phone call 3 days later. I mean, it all seems like a perfect story to join Austin, and that way now you see him putting in the work and he's scoring goals and he's showing love to the supporter section by his celebration. Yeah. By the way, if he keeps going like that, he keeps doing that, they might add that on FIFA. Los
I think
Verdes.
they will. I think
Hey,
they will.
that would be lit.
That would be crazy.
That'd be
dope,
such a
Los
dub.
Verdes.
Such a win.
Such
for
a
Los
dub,
Verdes.
bro. Hell yeah.
Shout out to them too. Because
Yeah, but you know,
they're really everywhere.
Yeah, happy with Diego, man. I'm a big Diego fan, really big Diego fan. So I'm really happy for him, and I hope he can continue, and he can share his experience and his skills with the younger guys in the team. You know, so
I like that.
yeah.
So I wanna get to this next person right here. This person is very special to me. This person is very close to me, as you may know. A lot of you know him as Bali ATX, but I know him by a first name basis. Shout out to Drake.
Boy. It's our boy.
Shout out to Drake. Know him on a first name basis. But I want to get your take, Bali. Who was your man of the match? Was it Diego Fagundes? Was it Stuver? Or are you gonna be a rebel and give me a different name?
Stuber.
No
No doubt,
That's
bro.
my guy
Hey, I
right
mean, you don't finish a game without your goalkeeper making key saves, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it could have been a 1-1, easy.
Could have been a 1-1.
They could have won. Actually, it could have been a 2-1. They could have beat us.
Could have been.
Let's be real. So, Stuber, man, my man. Great, bro.
Was there a save that stuck out to you that he made, Stuart?
I think it was la del pechito cuando venía ahí, se puso su cuerpo como un portero debe de ser.
Chiqui.
Como Ochoa, güey.
Ochoa.
Como Ochoa, güey.
I'm thinking Ochoa.
In the World Cup.
Contra Brazil.
That's
Oh,
swag.
yeah,
That's
Brazil,
swag.
Bro, neta, güey,
Yeah,
hear me out, bro. When he did that save with his chest, bro, I felt like I was watching Mexico versus Brazil in 2014. When he had all those badass saves, güey. Stuart puso el pecho, güey, como los porteros vergas.
Yeah, todo.
Mátame.
Yeah, vamos.
Like type shit, you know what I'm saying?
For El Tri, you'll never forget where you were watching that game.
Yeah.
Brazil in the World Cup.
We were at, I remember.
You'll never forget.
where
That
we
was
were at.
such a big moment in El Tri's history for us growing up.
Shout out to Brad Stuber, though, right?
Hey, Brad
shout out
Stuber is
Brad
our
Stuber.
boy. Brad Stuber is certified his position as goalkeeper. Let's
Yeah.
go.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Got it.
with
No
this
doubt. Now
with
for
this
sure.
match.
Yeah, with this match.
Stuber, hey, round of applause for
Hey,
Stuber.
dale.
Good shit, Stuber. Let's go.
Buen partido.
That was for you, Stuber. And shout out to him for performing on the stage because something about like a tweet from 10 years ago that he liked Harry Potter was going around,
yeah, that's
something like that.
viral.
And
Yeah,
it was all about him, honestly, this match. And shout out to him for, performing. But let's move on to the next topic. All right. So I want to talk about something that's really important to me right now. And I know we had a heated conversation before the podcast. Like, we almost broke a window. Somebody got elbowed, but nobody's like owning up to it. So we're just going to forget it even happened. But Houston or Gallagher? The competition is heating up, and we got to talk about it because we're a little cocky. We're 2 wins in. We're feeling good. We're on the road. We haven't even played at home, but we feel like we're at home. We got fans in every city that we've been to. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, we're 3 games in. Why hasn't a number 9 for Austin FC scored yet? And why are we still defending Danny Houston? And I want to start with B. B, make a case for Danny Houston right now because I'm about to go to his house
Shit.
and tell him, hey, broski,
Tranquilo.
broski, hey, ponte las pilas. So make a case for Danny Houston because he's not a bad forward. He has great hold to play. But I want you to go off.
Well, the thing is, Gallagher and Houston, if you could do on some Dragon Ball Z fusion type shit, they would make the perfect number 9 for us, bro.
Yes.
Because
I like
Houston,
that. I like that.
yeah, Houston has physicality, bro. He's a big presence. Defenders, he can body defenders. His hold up play is really good too. I think he played a big part in our goal yesterday against Minnesota.
Yeah,
but
he did,
so he brings, and then on set pieces, defending them, trying to score, he brings those attributes to the game in his in his position. But then you have Gallagher, who has pace, and he can run in behind. He can make those runs. He can come back and help defensively, and then also put himself in the box where the danger is. So after seeing Houston start for 3 back-to-back games, and you already know his style, you already know what he can do. I'm down to see more of Gallagher, and he hasn't been given a chance to start. So if Wolf wants to give him a chance to start and see what he can bring, then we can make a better comparison right now. But as far as the dynamic right now between Houston starting the game, having that physical presence, and then Gallagher coming off the bench to inflict a little bit of pace and to switch it up, I think that's a perfect situation we got going on.
Bali?
I think it's good, bro. I think he's gonna stay with it, bro. I think Gallagher coming from the bench. I mean, I think we're gonna go to a game. If it's not working, Houston isn't, for some way this whole play isn't working out. Gallagher coming in, something different. So I think Wolves just gonna keep it like that, bro. I think Gallagher's gonna come off the bench. Now playoff mode, I don't know how Wolves gonna come to it. Maybe he wants the strongest team out there, and he's gonna have to decide.
It's sorry to cut you off, but it's a campaign right now, bro. You know, in between all these
It's a
positions,
campaign.
there's a lot of good competition, and for what we've been seeing is that both the starter and the guys in the bench are giving each other a good run, and they're making each other better. So it's a long season through the campaign. We're gonna, find our key guys. I mean, what do you think, Ace, about the Gallagher-Houston number 9 situation?
I'm going to just be real, bro.
Go off, bro.
I'm going to just be real. All right? We're 3 games in. Our number 9 has not scored, correct? Houston has not scored. John Gallagher has not scored.
He was preseason top scorer.
He was preseason top scorer, and I was hype about that. But preseason is preseason. Yeah. You should be having a day in preseason. All of you fucking players should be having 2 to 3 goals in preseason. This is where you have fun. That's whenever you do something that you wouldn't do during the actual season. That's where you take like a freaky penalty where you try to chip the keeper. That's where you do something special in the field and make a run that you wouldn't do in the preseason, right? That's where you have fun. And then whenever the season comes around is when you get serious. It's when you put your real match boots on and you actually perform, right? So that's like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not going to get into it. I'm sorry. But let's get back on topic.
Gallagher fan.
Houston or Gallagher? All I'm saying is I want to see Gallagher come in. I want to see Gallagher get a start because Danny Houston already got 3 games. He hasn't cut it. He has great build-up play, yeah, but as a number 9, I don't want you to I want you to have great build-up play, but I want you to score more goals than anything, honestly. I don't want you to be necessarily creating all the goals. I want you to be there to finish some of the goals. And I'm seeing a lot of hunger from John Gallagher. I'm not seeing that from Danny Houston. Maybe I'm not catching something. Maybe somebody out there can, comment on the podcast and tell me if there's something of Danny Houston's play that I'm not catching, that I'm not reading. But for me right now, Danny Houston is not a bad striker. He was our top scorer in the preseason. I'm giving him props. I gave him props, and I always will give him props for that. Mm-hmm. But we're 3 games in. You haven't scored a goal. It's time to give the guy that's coming off the bench and looking hungry at least one start. Let's see what he can do. That's all I'm asking for. Just give John Gallagher a chance. What if this guy comes on and scores a hat trick? What are you going to say then? Why didn't he start from day one? That's what you're going to say. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what John Gallagher is going to do until you start him. And I think next match against Kansas City would be a perfect place to start him because Kansas City looks like they're not pretty good at the back. They've had lost once, tied once, and won once.
I'm not sure Sporting
if I'm not mistaken.
But it's definitely time for Gallagher.
It's definitely time for Gallagher. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying that Danny Houston is a bad player.
I was about to say that.
I'm not saying he's a bad player.
He's not.
I'm just saying that it's time for John Gallagher to get at least a start because Danny Houston is not creating any goals. He's not converting any goals. And there was a chance for Danny Houston to kind of make like an acrobatic finish. And he just blew it. He blew it like on some Chicharito shit last season. Yeah. That exact same type of player. Yeah. That's what Danny Houston is looking like at the beginning of the season. But like you said, B, he did contribute to our first goal. But he just passed it to Stroud, who then played a beautiful diamond to Diego Fagundes, which really didn't have to do much but put it past the keeper because they were already finished by the time the ball got to his feet. Yeah. All he had to do was just, boom, tap it in. But it was, for me, the pass, that was it. Yeah. The pass to Diego Fagundes, that was the whole goal.
That's why I said it would be dope if we could like fuse them, man. Because you got Gallagher's attributes and Houston's attributes. Oh, they would make the perfect number 9.
What I like about Gallagher is that he knows that he's fighting for his spot, and maybe that's it. Maybe once he gets comfortable, we'll see a different Gallagher. But right now, Gallagher, when he's coming off of the bench, he's a dog. Yeah. He's a dog, bro. He's coming off the bench. He knows he only has 30 minutes to make something happen.
He's quick.
You know what I'm saying? And last match, he came in minute 66, and he got an assist in minute 67. Right off, made an impact. You can say that he's at the right spot at the right time, but that's what you pay your number 9 to do. Yeah. That's what you pay your striker to do. You want him to be a poacher. You want him to be at the right spot at the right time and make a goal. And right now, Danny Houston is not doing that for me. I'm calling for John Gallagher to get at least one start. Melo.
I'm Team Gallagher too, bro. Don't get me wrong. I want to see Gallagher get a start, but I think Josh Wolf, what he wants is that Danny Husen type player, bro. Like, that's the system that he's going to play. Unfortunately for Team Gallagher, I'm Team Gallagher, bro.
Yep.
Okay,
I want to see Gallagher.
I agree with that.
But Wolf, the perfect example was the goal against Minnesota. Danny Husen drops back, right? He gets that attention. He makes that pass for Stroud, which allows Diego Fagundes to make that sprint all the way up. Pretty much finishes by himself. Yeah. So I think that is exactly what Josh Wolf is looking to make. And Gallagher probably doesn't give you that. And that's why he's bringing him up like minute 60. When teams are tired, he's coming in like a dog and offering something different. So I think ultimately we're going to see just Wolf keep that Husen number 9 situation going on. So
Danny Husen also has really good passes right before the goal, too. Like, I think last match and the match before that, he had some good flicks that were really good passes. So, you know, you're right. Maybe Danny Husen is the player that Wolf needs for the system. And that's a view that I was not thinking of. So thank you for putting that in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I completely understand what you're saying. But
I want to see him start.
Yeah.
Just give him a start.
Give him a start.
Chance. Give him a chance. You never know what could happen. We're going against Kansas City, a team that could punish you if you let them. They got some good players. They got Luca Bucio. Yeah. They got Alan Pulido, which is one of my favorite players. Puligol. No, I think we're gonna have to work to get the win out there. Nobody's gonna give us anything easy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we take our foot off the gas, we're gonna have another LAFC match where we're gonna leave saying that we could have won. Oh, what if this? What if that? We could have. No, just finish the game. Take all of your chances, defend well, pick the right subs, and at the end of the day, we can all go home happy. Yeah. And everybody can share these beautiful messages on Twitter and post these cool pictures on Instagram, and everybody can have fun, right? But just give Gallagher a fucking shot, bro. But let's go on to the next one. We had just talked about it right now. That pass, Stroud coming up big. Melo, you said that you've been Team Stroud this whole time, brother. At first I wanted to say that you're capping. But I think you were Team Stroud.
It's because we were on that Redis train.
I was.
You were Team Stroud.
I was Team Stroud. Don't get me wrong. I didn't know much about Stroud. I saw some highlights. He looked really good. And then the talk from like the MLS sphere, it was that he was a young, like really good young player coming through. So I was hyped about him. I saw some highlights that he had. He looked really solid. He's kind of like a right midfielder, but also like a winger at the same time, you know? Yeah. He has that defensive capability, and like Josh Wolf said, he's a machine. And you can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, I would sleep on him. I'm not going to lie. I was definitely like, who is this Stroud kid? He's just like another rotation player. Me and B were definitely Team Rodney. So was Bali.
Yeah, but to be fair, we were a little biased because we were following Redes. Like,
saludos a Paraguay.
Yeah. Paraguay. Saludos a Paraguay. We were following him in La Liga de Paraguay with Guarani. So we came in the season Redes all in. And, you know, Stroud is showing us like, hey, man. You know, how old is Stroud? Do we know? 20? Oh, man, he's young too. So that's really good. That's really good.
2 assists. Technically 2 assists. The one against Colorado came off of the defender's butt. But Jared Stroud put the ball in. Yeah. Danny started that play. Danny laid it off to Jared Stroud.
Yeah. 24. My bad.
Jared Stroud put it into the. Okay. He slanged the ball of death to the middle. Yeah. And it came off of the Colorado defender's butt, and it landed to Diego Fagundes, which was a very similar goal. Yeah. He just put it in.
And here we go talking again. Competition is awesome, bro. We got Redes competing with Stroud, making each other better. Another position, number 9, right wing in the midfield. There's so much good competition between these players, and it's just amazing to watch it. Like, all right, you coming off the bench, now show us. And they do. They're like, all right, I want to start, so I'm going to show you what I got coming off the bench. So there's a lot of good, healthy competition.
Speaking about that, bro, this is something I wanted to say. If you notice in the game, so Stroud came in for Redes, right? Just like from the beginning.
Yeah.
Now, the substitution was Cecilio for Redes. And this is just a theory. I think Wolf, I like what he's doing with the substitutions because I think he's sending messages, bro. He's sending messages because he's in that game, he sent a message to Cecilio and to Redes saying, hey, Stroud, he did his fucking job.
He's like saying, if
He
you
did his
do
fucking
good,
job.
if you do good on the field,
Because
you're staying.
Think about it. The normal substitution would have been Stroud, Redes in for Stroud, position for position. But what he did was, you got to play like this motherfucker.
Yes, bro.
Wolf, bro. Wolf.
It's an all-out competition, bro.
That DP title
All-out
doesn't mean
competition,
anything.
bro.
Yeah,
All-out
if you
competition, bro.
play good, you're gonna play.
Understand.
You know what I mean? I don't like. You're a DP. You're obviously expected to produce more. But if you play with like Stroud is playing, then that's how you're gonna stay on the field.
Yep.
Mind blown right
That's
now.
that's
from what
crazy.
Melo said.
That's crazy. Right
Mind blown, because that's a hell of a message. Like saying like Stroud, pat on the back.
there. Yeah, dude.
Cecilio, get your ass back to Neiman Marcus. Go buy yourself another fucking
Go buy
MC
yourself
and backpack.
a bigger speaker.
Go get yourself another speaker. Hey, but what did I tell y'all? Cecilio, he's gonna have a bad match, a good match, a bad match, and a good match. And
so
that's
it wasn't a bad
exactly
match.
So
what
hat trick
happened.
against
It wasn't
Sporting
a bad
KC. Hat trick.
Cecilio wasn't a bad match though. He had a good
He had a good
chances.
match.
He had good
Yeah,
passes.
you're
He
right,
was
yeah.
taking
He didn't
players.
have
He was
a
getting
bad match.
fouled. You know, he was taking hard hits from defenders.
Somebody
so
says
you know.
Minnesota.xi from Instagram. They said I guess they were sitting behind the goal. I hope it wasn't the guy that got hit in the face with the ball. But they posted a comment on one of our pictures on IG at We Austin TV. Follows. They said that they told Stuver to tell Cecilio to not flop that much. But I didn't really see a lot of flopping.
No,
I
there
mean,
was no flopping.
somebody on Twitter also
He was getting hit.
had told me that Minnesota is a team that gets desperate if they're doing bad and they start fouling a lot.
Melo brought that up last pod. They
There you
said
go.
that, he gave us the stats about Minnesota fouling their players.
Yeah, they had almost double the amount of fouls.
Wow, and boom. So
There it
is
goes.
Cecilio flopping, or was there, or were they hitting my guy?
Come on.
Were they hitting my guy?
He brought in some
he
South
was
American
taking 'em.
flair. He
He
brought
was
in some
taking
South American flair. That's what they fucking do. But he was getting hit.
Exactly.
Neymar shit. Neymar shit.
It's,
Yeah, Neymar.
well, nah. Neymar's on some other shit.
El Ney de Paraguay.
El Ney de Paraguay. I like that.
You know
I
what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
Hey, Bali ATX, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Bali ATX. I can't with this guy. I can't with this guy. But before we move on to the next topic, Primo, you have anything on Stroud's game?
Yeah, I mean, definitely Strauss is stepping it up. The rotations, kind of like what Melo mentioned, are interesting. I think it's exciting to see who's gonna come on, who's gonna start the next game. But I think for now, Stroud has that kind of locked in right now, and we weren't expecting that in the beginning. We're all on the Redis train, and he's good. You know, he's a good player, but I think Stroud definitely picking it up with the assist, man.
He is.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that so fucking much. Next topic, we're gonna move into the defense, the center backs, and this is what I like to talk about. I don't know if you noticed by now, but I love the defense. I'm a natural center back myself. But the question is, Beasler and Romagna, or Romagna and Cascante? Who do you think is gonna be the two players kind of going into the season? And I'm gonna start with Bali. Bali, I want to know, Beasler, Romagna, or Romagna and Julio?
I think it's gonna be Beasler and Romagna, bro.
But why?
I think that's Wolf's guy. Beasler's Wolf's guy, bro.
He
You
is
know,
Wolf's
it's
guy. He is Wolf's
bro.
guy.
Look, bro, look. If Cascante had a good game, let's be real, he deserved to start. Cascante had a good game against Colorado. He
He
deserved
had
to
a great
start,
game.
bro.
He had a great game.
So now Beasler's back. He can play now. Wolf, Cascante, Beasler back in. So what does that tell you? That tells you
And you know who's not moving? Romagna.
Romagna's not moving.
It's-
Bro, he's played every minute of every match.
That's our boy Romagna.
He did real good in this game.
Saludos a
Romagna,
Romagna.
Johan, el hombre Johan.
Buen trabajo, Romagna. Gracias, bro.
Check this out. First thing after the match, Johan replied to the message that we had sent him before. Like, all we did was wish him luck, and he just said thank you. That's it. First thing he did after the match was messages. What a fucking great guy, bro.
Man, he's such a great guy.
And then,
guy.
and then
He's a
there was
great guy.
there was one message that we had replied back later on that night from our page on IG. And the first thing this morning that I saw, Johan had replied back to the message. Just what a fucking great guy.
Seeing him like a notification from him, you're like, man, that's awesome.
Great guy,
bro.
dude.
Shout out,
to Johan.
We
shout
love
out Johan,
Romagna,
bro.
dude.
Shout out
Yeah.
Johan.
But
Vamos,
we just went off on a little Johan.
We had to show Romagna a little bit of love.
We do.
Yeah.
Johan's
We
the
do.
guy. Hey,
But-
Johan's the guy, bro.
Yeah.
The defense.
But
He's the guy.
now Beasler is obviously looking like it's gonna be his partner.
And going back to your main point, B, the competition even reaches the defense, bro.
Cascante.
Cascante. It's also good to know that Julio's turning up. Because that match against Houston was not a good image.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was not good.
But
and
he
even knew it.
Preseason,
He even knew it. And he's kind of trying to play it off a little bit. We still remember. But you had a good match. You had a good match.
You wanted him.
He's trying to play it up, bro. He's trying to play it off. Y'all notice it, right? Y'all notice. He's over there trying to play it off, but streets remember.
Hey, but shout out, he had a great game against Colorado.
Yep.
Yeah,
He did, bro. He did it really. So I feel like that shows you, bro, right there, who Wolves who from now on is gonna be Beasler and Romano, bro.
Sending messages.
Hey, and to be honest, I think he's going for Beasler because World Cup experience.
Yep.
And the perfect guy to have next to Romano, a young guy.
Yeah.
That needs that experience, and Beasler's gonna.
Although on the field he may
Poquito.
look like the biggest, older, most experienced guy on the field, but he's young because he's so big. So
younger than me, bro.
He's 22.
He's 22. Really
He's
young,
22.
bro.
22,
Bro,
yeah.
he's a boom.
Colombia. Saludos a todo Colombia.
Yeah.
I know there's a guy from Los Verdes, Juan M. Colombiano, if I'm not mistaken.
Saludos a
Shout
todos los
That's
colombianos.
awesome. Yeah.
Shout out. But I guess my final take on this quick subject that we want to talk about, the CB. I'm going with Beasler and Romagna. I'm going with Beasler and Romagna, although I thought it was more entertaining to see Julio Cascante and Johan, because I feel like they talk to each other better, and there might be better communication in there. But with Beasler and Johan, I think it's a little bit more professional. I feel like they're a little bit better.
That's a key
Johan
point.
is also learning a lot from Beasler. I feel like he would learn a lot more from Beasler than from Julio Cascante.
Yeah.
And Beasler is kind of giving us the last bit of Beasler. He's on his way out, if we're being real.
Yeah.
And I think he's at a good team to do it, and he can teach a lot to a lot of these young players. So what a better place to be at.
We're grateful that he's going out because it's later stages of his career. He's going out trying and playing hard and playing. He could easily be like, this is I'm almost there. I just want to enjoy the last couple of years of my career. But no, he's out there. He wants to start. And like Bali said, he's Wolves guy. So
he is Wolves
there.
guy. So I mean, I guess we'll go with Romagna and Beasler. We'll just settle it there. Romagna and Beasler going in. Melo?
Yeah, just quickly. Romagna Cascante is probably more fun, like you said, because Cascante likes to be a little more creative. Like he was doing a lot of passing against Colorado.
He was.
And he was getting forward.
And he was getting forward.
He was getting forward. So that's more fun.
A
Beasler,
little concerning.
Yeah.
With
Beasler, like
his
you
pace.
said, a little more professional, more disciplined, and Romagna can learn from that.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, at the end of his career, but Austin the perfect place because Wolves' way of playing. Yeah. We don't really rely on sitting back and like our defense is like a highlight of the game. So they can just actually relax, be more part of the game, pass the ball, and is more attacking than defending. So I think that fits him.
Yeah, I think so too. But good take on this. The last thing we wanted to talk about on this game for Minnesota before we're going into the quick Kansas City preview, the experience at Hopsquad. I had a pretty badass time.
God, dude.
Our first time in Austin experiencing a game. We were on the road for LA. We were there. Met some great people, great memories. Vete, güey. The case actually just finished. Charges were dropped. Charges were dropped. We could speak about it. Some dudes were trying to fight us outside the LAFC stadium, but we're good.
They approached us like, hey, wey, vete, wey.
Yeah.
Vete, wey. And we're like,
we're just like, what are you talking about?
Hey, wey, vete, wey.
I think he was drunk. I think he was drunk because Silver was. We were literally walking by, and a group of LAFC fans were chanting, and they kind of like invited us to chant with them.
Yeah.
And Silver took a picture of the exact moment. It's literally me fist bumping with an LAFC guy, having a good time. And if you look in the picture, there's a dude in the background
just
like
mugging the camera,
just mean mugging Silver like that. And it's like, what the fuck? And then the guy comes up to us, and he just like looks like Silver, and I see him that he's telling him something, and so I go up to him, and the guy just like looks me up and down. He's like, hey, wey, vete, wey. And I'm like, where? What the fuck are you talking about? Where the fuck am I going to go? I'm here for the game, dude. Like, what the fuck? So then he realizes that I have Austin FC jersey and an LA scarf. And he's looking at me like if I'm wearing, like, blue and red. Yeah, and, like if I'm, like, in the center of, like, Crip, like, the LA Street Wars and shit. And he, like, looks at me and he sees I have both those things. He's like, why you ripping both teams? And I'm like, bro, I just got this from like an LAFC fan. Like, get the fuck out of my face. And then he kind of just faded out to the back and we left. Yeah. It was just fucking crazy. But that was LA. Denver was pretty fucking cool.
Nah, Denver was
a movie.
Was awesome, bro.
Movie.
Yeah. Bali got Danny Pereira's
my
jersey.
G.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the jersey? Hey, where's the jersey, Bali?
Where's the jersey, bro? Did you bring it with you for the studio or no?
Nah, bro, come on.
Wow, you're gonna keep it, aren't you? You're gonna keep it.
Está en mi cuarto, papá. En mi cuarto. Ahí colgado, ahí está.
Le compró un frame, a glass frame for it.
I'm gonna get a frame for it, you know. Maggi, finna get autograph and everything.
So
bro.
we were away in LA, we were away in Colorado, but this game we got to finally enjoy it here in Austin in our home. And we hit up Hopsquad, the HQ for Los Verdes. Los Verdes was there. La Murga was there. So we got to enjoy this game with our hometown, our friends, our family. And
it was fun.
It was absolutely amazing.
Shout out to Oak Army.
Oak Army was there. Oak Army was there. Yeah, he even gave Bali
shout out to Oak Army.
Yeah.
We've been getting a lot of love from locals.
We love to see that appreciation for what we're doing because we each got jobs and stuff, and we're trying to get badass Austin content. We want to, do something for the fans. So when people show love to us, it's awesome. Yeah.
Hey, the scarf, you see the detail on, the detail, everything about it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It was really nice to be out there and for somebody to like come up to you and be like, hey, you're so and so from this page, right? And just say, yeah, it's me. It kind of feels cool because it means like, hey, somebody's out there like
watching our stuff.
Listening to my shit, like reading the tweets that I put out. Actually like voting for the polls that I put out, reading the stats that we all put out, listening to the takes that Bali has, that B has, Melo, Primo, everybody on the interviews. And just shout out to those guys at Oak Army. They gave us gifts. Invited us next match to their main HQ at New Braunfels. Yeah. And we're going to be out there with them. If you want to join us, we're going to have the mic out there. We're going to have the camera. We're going to get those famous fan interviews. Just want to say shout out to the whole Hopsquad staff.
It was amazing.
The
man.
vibe.
It was amazing, dude. It was like a concert at the end.
It
like
really was.
Before the game, we were all getting ready for the game, and we were going hard. La Murga was going hard, man, on all the chance they had, and then up to like literally the whistle blew for game time. Then we got into the game.
It literally felt like we were in Denver still.
It was crazy, man. And then after the game, man, it was a celebration. Yeah. There was like a mosh pit. It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Fun.
There was some random guy that was like holding up a chair.
What the fuck, who was that guy?
I don't know.
Who was that guy? Bro, that guy.
Yeah, we're looking for that guy. If you know who that guy is,
we're looking for that guy.
We want to talk with that guy because that was my chair. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that was my chair, dude.
He took your chair.
He was like, hey, let me see. And I was like, what the hell? So I got up and he just like,
he
took your chair. What the fuck, bro? I was like,
hey, bro, Hopsquad posted that guy. Yeah. Somebody took a picture of him and they posted it on Twitter. I think.
I'll put it up in the video.
Put it up. Yeah.
So if you recognize that guy, let us know because I want my chair back.
Yeah, bro.
And watch your chairs around this guy. Watch your chairs around this guy. This guy is a maniac, stealing chairs. He's on the loose. Yeah. He's on the loose. So watch out.
It was such a movie.
Hey, but I heard somebody had like an OnlyFans.
Oh. No, hold on. So at the end of the game, someone screen mirrored their phone on the big TV. And they were recording the fans, so you could look at the TV and you could see the fans.
So if I were to text that person, the notification popped up. Yeah. Right?
And he was getting OnlyFans notifications. And I was like, oh, shit.
He or she was. He or she was.
Whoever
it was, it could be other.
That was crazy.
Could be other.
To each his own.
To each his own.
It was probably on sale, 50% off or something.
It could have been like a little sale or something.
Yeah. You never know.
Hey, everybody got to make money.
Yeah, you know. Hey, you know.
Everybody got to make money. Some people like feet.
Yeah.
Some people like feet. But anyways, that was it for the Minnesota United Austin FC recap. Yeah. That was us giving you our takes on it. Hope you liked it. Don't forget, somebody from Minnesota got a ball in the face right behind the goal. That was
nasty
funny.
too.
But I want to move into Sporting Kansas City versus Austin FC real quick.
Next up.
That's the next match. Do you think we'll see any lineup changes real quick?
For me?
Yeah.
Man, I think that the lineup that we started off at this game, that's strong lineup. And I want to see that exact same one against Sporting KC. I'm down.
Body lineup changes. Do you see anything that needs to change?
I think you need to put Maji Danny. Just put him, put him back in the starting lineup. I think.
Who for who? For Toto? Because Danny.
No, for Fagundes. I think.
What? Nah. Fagundes needs to start.
He's in form, bro.
Yeah, Fagundes is literally earned his starting position.
He's in form. He's on fire.
I would like to see Danny start, but if he doesn't, it's all right. He's gonna come off the bench and bring something different, something that nobody else sees, nobody else in the team can bring out. So it doesn't matter.
Can I go ahead and say it? Danny for Poach.
You can't, bro. That's
Danny
our
for
DP.
Poach?
It can happen, también.
Danny for Poach? Poach
was playing well.
For this game.
Poach.
But that
Poach.
Poach cannot be benched.
Poach was playing.
¿Qué ha hecho Poach?
True.
If he wants to give Danny some rest and put him Fagundes back in, Fagundes playing well. Let's do it. If it's not working,
Danny's a machine, brother.
If it's not working, my boy Danny's gonna come in. Y ya sabes, la magia. Ya sabes lo que va a pasar cuando viene él.
Yeah.
Tú ya sabes.
Yeah, next time bring the
magia.
Next time bring the fucking jersey.
Yeah, but
right?
not for my boy
Chill,
Diego.
bro. I'm keeping the jersey, bro.
Oh, I know.
No.
He's hogging the jersey. He's hogging the jersey. He doesn't.
It's mía.
He hasn't even washed it.
Bro, tell me, bro. Derek on Twitter said that we need to give it away, like do a giveaway. I told him I don't know, bro.
Wait.
Never, bro.
What
Hey, shout out to our boy Derek though.
Derek, okay, shout out to you, bro. But bro, I'm not giving that jersey away, bro. I'm gotta frame that, bro, in my room, bro. What is wrong with you, bro? Come on.
Metal.
Hey, shout out, Derek.
Any lineup changes for Kansas City?
Man, y'all bring up a good point about the midfield, bro. I don't know. I think Wolf is gonna go same lineup.
Same lineup?
I think Stroud gets the nod.
Yeah.
I think Stroud gets the nod against Redes. And maybe to give the benefit of the doubt to Redes, maybe has a little knock. Maybe he still has a little knock. We don't know. But I think Stroud gets the nod. Fagundes, he's in form, like you said.
Yeah.
I think that's super important to have in football. If you're in form, you got to play.
Yeah.
You got to play.
Yeah.
So Fagundes, 2 goals. I think he's starting. And I think we're keeping the Beasler Romagna lineup.
Yep.
Primo, I need your take because I can't go to sleep without hearing you.
Any changes or what?
No, I don't think there's gonna be any changes this game.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait. Oops. Hey. Wrong chat.
Wrong chat.
Go ahead, Primo. Go ahead.
Nah, for sure. Nah, I don't think there's gonna be any changes on the lineups. Even though I would like to see Pereira start, because at the end of the day, he's a baller, man. He plays so good. And our midfield is just so stacked that again, it's then who is gonna start next, is what kind of is always on our minds. But if Fagundes is in form, man, he's giving goals, he's performing well. I mean, you're not gonna take out the captain, you're not gonna take out Ring, and you're not gonna take out our DP. Right. So it gets tricky between Fagundes and Pereira, but as of right now, he's giving us goals and. Yep. I see him starting. And then situation with Stroud, I mean, he's stepping it up. I think he's kind of already earned that position over Redes. So overall, I think just, pretty same lineup. And it's a pretty solid one, too. So.
That's a very strong lineup. I'm really happy with today's lineup. And I hope it stays the same for me. So
yeah, I mean, y'all already know.
I think it's going to stay the same. However, Hussein, I want to see you chilling in that.
You just have some.
Look, this is what I want to see Hussein doing next match. That's what I want to see Hussein doing. Not because you're a bad forward, you're a great forward, but I want to see John Gallagher get one shot. I want to see what he can do. I want to see what he can do.
I think we could all agree that he deserves a shot. So
yeah. All right. I guess that was a good Kansas City preview. Anything y'all want to add on to that preview?
Well, for that game,
kind of basic.
Yeah, we already spoke about this, but we're gonna be in New Braunfels for this game. So expect some New Braunfels content coming your way. Shout out Oak Army. We're gonna link up with these guys. So that's where we're gonna be at the watching the game. So
yeah. We'll be there if you guys want to go out there. Score predictions.
Oh, definitely.
Score predictions.
Yeah.
Dale, H, dale.
So
Tu primero.
I said last match was gonna be scrappy and choppy. Y'all remember that?
And you were right.
Right.
The Bills.
So what?
Dale.
Right.
So dime.
I said, hey, did I say 1-0?
Collect the bills.
I think I said it was gonna be 1-0 or
Yeah,
like
you
1-1.
did. You said 1-0.
I think I did. Wow. Okay. And then I called the Colorado 3-1.
Yeah.
And I said Ceci was gonna go off.
So it is brujo, bro.
I might be.
Yeah.
I might be.
So what do you think?
Yeah. So what do you think on this one?
We're going up against Kansas City. They're not doing that good, but we're still a new team, and we can't take our foot off the gas.
Mm-hmm.
We're on a roll. I think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get it 2-1. I think we're gonna get it 2-1. We're not gonna get a clean sheet. I feel like they have some offensive weapons that we're not gonna be able to control yet. Sooner or later, we're gonna dominate them throughout the season when it goes on. But I think the first time we meet Kansas City, they're gonna have an okay time, but we're gonna definitely win that game 2-1.
2-0. Stuber.
Another
Vamos.
Stuber.
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet.
Man.
B.
2-1. I agree with you. 2-1. I want to have a clean sheet, but you know,
it's just not gonna happen.
it's just not. Plus, they have your man crush, Alan Pulido. So
I follow him on IG. I follow him on IG.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah. So
He cool.
2-1 for me. 2-1 for me. I got my boy Fagundes scoring one, dude. I see it. Man. Otro.
One more time.
Otro.
Otro. LB again.
Otro. Bro,
LB again?
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Melo.
3-1, bro. We get the dub.
Nice.
Yep, I like
3
that.
done. And this is gonna be the most fun match.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that
let's
the
go.
most fun match so far.
Really?
Both teams is gonna be like a boxing.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Okay,
Boom,
I like
boom,
that.
boom,
I like
boom.
that.
It's gonna be a really fun game.
Okay.
Primo.
I'm gonna say 3-1. I'm gonna say there's gonna be maybe a
Los
similar-
amigos.
Maybe I see a similar situation with Colorado. I think we're gonna get scored on first again. Might suffer a little bit because Kansas is a good team. You know, they got big names, good team overall. So, but I think as soon as we get that first goal in, it's just gonna be a landslide from there. Yeah, and same with B Fagundes. I hope he scores first.
Let's go,
Or just scores
Fagundes,
it.
my boy
Yeah,
Diego.
I hope he scores,
Yeah.
bro.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was it for our Austin FC segment, Austin FC recap, and our preview for the next match. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get into the European football part of the show, where we talk about the best soccer that's going on in the world and some interesting stuff that's going on at Old Trafford. Stick around. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching the Top Flight Podcast. You already know. Thank you for checking out the Top Flight Podcast. Make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the page if you enjoy the content. Once again, check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for checking us out here at the Top Flight Podcast. Enjoy.
Welcome back to the show, guys. So we're going to switch gears and talk about some European football. Obviously, the Champions League right now is in the semifinal stage, and we just the first legs just happened. PSG versus Manchester City, and then Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Obviously, here I'm a big Chelsea fan, so this is a big game for me. And everybody knows Hernan; he's a Madrid fan. So we'll talk a little about the game. I saw it, and Chelsea absolutely dominated Real Madrid.
They did, bro.
Absolutely dominated. They were the aggressors. They had the ball. They were looking to score. And if it wasn't for maybe Timo Werner not having any confidence right now, and
Never having any confidence.
Timo Werner right now is going through a very, very tough patch, and he could have made it 2-0. He could have made it 3-0. We could have been up before Benzema scored his goal. So
Great goal, too.
great goal, golazo. That's like oh my God, there was like literally no chance. He created his own chance by headering that ball and just dropping all the weight of it, and then his just reaction to kick it in the goal was typical Benzema. And then also Pulisic's goal was absolutely amazing too, man.
I think this is it right here.
The Pulisic?
Yeah,
bro. Pulisic's goal was fucking awesome, and the American is in top form right now.
Oh, that's Timo Werner's
Captain
miss.
America,
Oh,
bro.
my God. What an
I know,
idiot.
yeah. Timo Werner missed a very
But
open
tell
shot.
me about Conte's game, because I was hearing a lot of praise
match.
from Conte.
Man of the match, dude.
Yeah.
Every time you can see him just, dude, he runs as fast in the first minute as he does in the 89th minute,
He
dude.
does.
Like this guy has no like, he doesn't
He should
seem
go to
tired,
Arsenal, bro.
dude. What?
Who?
He should go to Arsenal.
Why would you bring up Arsenal, bro?
He should
What
go
the
to
fuck?
Arsenal,
They
bro.
lost in the
You know
Europa
what I'm
League
saying?
semifinals.
My fault.
Bro.
Okay, Conte.
Bro, what?
Man,
That's Can we cut that? Can we cut that, bro? No? Bro, that's embarrassing, bro. It makes my skin like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so embarrassing.
I had to put it
That's
out there. I had
embarrassing,
to put it out there, yeah?
Yeah.
My fault, Jay.
I don't even want that.
We're
anyways.
talking
Fuck
about
off.
the pinnacle of European
Fuck
soccer.
Fuck
We're
that
talking
guy,
about
right?
the best versus the best. We're not talking about some shit mid-table club that's fucking
Hey, okay, we get
protesting
it.
there.
We get it.
Yeah, bring it
We
up,
get it,
bro.
bro.
Bring
We
it
get
up.
it, bro.
We can talk about Arsenal.
We
if
get
you
it,
want,
bro.
you know what I mean,
We
it's
get it,
easy
bro.
work.
Later.
Now
My fault.
let's get back to the real best team in London, Chelsea, who just dominated Real
Hey.
Madrid in the game, and of course, this is Real Madrid's competition, bro. A 1-1 going to London, you can never bet against Real Madrid. This is literally their competition. So it's what they do. You know what I mean? All the dominance, all the possession, all the chances that Chelsea had for what? You know, so now we got to replicate that in London. So I'm very excited for the second leg.
Unfortunately, I couldn't watch the match. I was at work, but I made sure to watch it once I was at the crib. I saw the highlights after 2. I was seeing it. But before that, you know, I was just going off of tweets and what my friends were saying in group chats, etc. And one thing I saw was that Chelsea had a really good game. A lot of players went off. They had the game of their life. Kante man of the match, world class. And then I looked at the score and I was like, maybe it was 3-0 or 4-0, 1-1. That's all you got away with? You had the game of your life and you got away with a 1-1? You had the game of your life, Kante, Pulisic, Timo Werner, where you at? And you got away with a 1-1? Bro, you should have got away with the 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. You should have beat the shit out of this Real Madrid. You should have beat the fuck out of this Real Madrid.
Should have, yep.
You left them with life. And now, like B said, all that for now we got to go to London and replicate it. And it's anybody's game, bro. Yeah. This is one of the, let's be real, Primo. This is one of the worst Real Madrids we've seen in a long time. Right? Chelsea, this is as much as it hurts me to say it, but I love what Chelsea's building too. Mason Mount, he's a badass player. Chelsea should have wrapped it up.
Yeah, that's
Chelsea,
the thing.
Chelsea should have wrapped it up.
Real Madrid are like the boogeyman, dude. You gotta run him over, back up, run him over, back up, get out of the car, shoot him in the head, stab him in the heart, and make sure that they're dead, bro. Yeah. Because a 1-1, bro, this is their competition. You know, they've won it 3 times in a row.
They probably prefer.
They probably
they want to be the underdogs, bro.
Yeah. So
if it's a 1-1, extra time. Right?
It's a 1-1 extra time, yeah.
So Chelsea got a important away goal, but it was just one.
The thing that I could take from this match is the performance. Like, yes, the scoreline 1-1, I understand. Hey, it's anybody's game. But if you look at the performance and the way that Chelsea were absolutely dominating Real Madrid, the fact that Timo Werner is literally been shit this season. He's really low on confidence. So had he put those away, it would have been a different story. But the overall performance, I'm extremely happy. If we can replicate that in then we can definitely. There's a chance, bro. There's a chance for anybody, any one of these teams, man. To make
there's a chance to win the Champions League. To win
to go to the final. To go to the final.
To win the Champions League's on the other side, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa. Be real. Hey,
well, we can
the Champions League winners on the other side. PSG, Man City. That's who's gonna win it.
We can switch over.
First of all,
just to be real.
First of all, win the Champions League first. Win the Champions League. There's 14 Champions League in between these 4 teams. It's all on the other side.
Yeah.
It's between Real Madrid and Chelsea. Ain't shit on that other side, but oil money. Ain't shit on that other side.
Oil money.
Ain't shit on that other side. It's passion and history on this side, bro. What you got over there? You got fancy Mahrez. You got fancy Mbappe. I don't want none of that, bro.
Neymar.
You got Ney. But two great teams on that side.
For people that didn't, so that was Chelsea versus Madrid was a 1-1. And there was the other side of the table. It's Paris Saint-Germain, PSG versus Manchester City.
The final.
Yeah. Well, the semifinal. Bali obviously thinks that either one of those would win the final. But if we can break down the performance, I think PSG, bro, the way PSG started the game in the first half, almost the same way as Chelsea started versus Madrid. PSG were looking awesome. Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria was looking really good. 1-2 touches, the ball was good. They looked so dominant. They scored a goal, Marquinhos with the header, right? And then 1-0 at the half, and then coming out second half, bro. For some reason, it seemed like PSG, you saw Neymar and Mbappe, you saw them kind of further back, you saw them kind of defend, you saw them kind of give Manchester City the ball, let them dictate, like, all right, well, we're up, so see if you can score on us. So Kevin De Bruyne tied it up with a cross that was, the cross was so beautiful and so perfect that it went in the goal, bro. Yeah, everybody knows. KDB. Everybody knows
magic.
Come on, he can say whatever he wants.
The boy's fucking magic.
He meant to cross that ball.
Yeah.
He meant to cross that ball, and it puts Keylor Navas in a very difficult situation because the cross is literally so perfect that in his head he probably like someone's gonna get to it. Whether it's
the ball had a good spin.
If it was a defender or an attacker, literally someone's gonna get to it. So he was just waiting. and ultimately it was too late and it went in the back of the net.
PSG made Man City look ordinary.
Yeah.
At first.
PSG made Man City look
Ordinary.
something that I haven't seen them this season, bro.
But then
Every time you watch Man City play, it's always them, bro, being the aggressor. When I watched the first half, I was like, "Holy fuck, this is weird." Seeing
Dude, that's
City
so
like
true.
this.
Nobody ever put City in
Nobody.
difficult
No.
situation.
PSG did it.
No.
Fair.
But
Fair.
Man
He
City,
knew.
Fuck that guy.
he turned it around.
Yeah.
And,
He knew,
and,
bro.
and they look much better. Ultimately, I'm glad Man City won, bro. And I want Man City in the final.
Really?
Because they're the ones that want to play. Everybody that plays against Pep, their fucking strategy is we'll wait for them to make a mistake.
Yeah.
That's the fucking strategy. And Pochettino was doing that.
And that was 1-1 with the cross. Then we go to the second goal, which gave City the ultimate victory. Was a free kick that literally went through the wall. Like, literally, they were ghosts, bro. That ball, like, it's almost like they knew. It's almost like when they jumped, they literally left a gap perfect for the ball to go through, like, in the middle of the hips. I don't know who was on the wall, but it went through the wall, like, on some Ronaldo in the Juve game type shit. Man. It was crazy, bro. So you have PSG dominating the first half with possession or whatever, and then not whatever, but like playing really good. And then the second half they almost seem to like concede and be like, all right, let's see if you can. And you can see those two types of goals. It's just like a gut punch, man. Like, oh my God, those two type of goals, bro. Say what you say, City are a strong team and they did press and they wanted to win the game. A shot that was meant to be a cross that sneaks in the goal, and then a shot that goes through the wall. It's gonna be an interesting second leg, dude.
Two goals away.
Who's gonna make it to the finals? Real quick, everybody. Starting off with Primo. Final predictions.
Who you got in the Champions League final, Primo? Which your Madrid biased ass.
Madrid.
Yeah,
I got Madrid. I got Madrid
yeah.
and City, but Madrid just winning it, bro.
I like that.
We never lose a final.
Shocker, bro.
Shocker.
Oh, what? Madrid in the
Shocker.
final? No way. What?
Shocker.
After you saw them get absolutely dominated.
Shocker.
Hey, but it's all right. It's all right.
Shocker.
Melo, who you got in the final?
Surprised by your response, Primo. Okay. I'm going to go with City. City in the final against Chelsea.
I was waiting.
Chelsea.
I was waiting.
Chelsea.
I was waiting.
I was gonna say, in one of the like second episode or something, I said Madrid City. This time I'm going Chelsea, bro. Chelsea just dominated Madrid, bro.
Yeah.
They made it look
They
like
did. It was such
like
an
a
amazing,
fucking
like,
bitch.
bro. It was crazy.
But I think just ultimately, this Madrid team, like you said, they're not that good, and Chelsea just looked far superior. So, and then City win it.
Yeah, that's
won the
also
Champions
coming
League.
from a Barcelona fan, just so you know.
Of course, mate. Surprised?
Body final predictions, brother.
Fuck, man. I really thought that PSG was gonna take it all the way, but those 2 away goals, bro. I think it's a wrap for them. I think Man City, the final against who gives a fuck with the other side? Man City Champions League final.
Man, you don't even want to talk about it.
You don't care?
Who's on the? Oh, Real Madrid and
Real Madrid and Chelsea. You don't.
Chelsea.
Let's talk about
Man City.
Let's talk about your club, mate. You wanna talk about a shit club? Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. That's real funny how you talk with such huevos about how shit Chelsea is when your club is absolute garbage, bro. Absolute garbage, bro.
Well.
Anyways, look, let's not get into that. I don't want to make you cry on camera. So, who do you got in the final?
I'm gonna start off with on the other side. Like Bali said, I thought PSG was gonna do better. I thought they were gonna wrap it up, but they did a typical PSG. Start off good, finish shit. They gave Barcelona one of their most stupid, fake, famous comebacks of all time. The remontada, puta madre, weak ass
La
shit.
remontada, baby.
Weak ass, fake ass shit. Suarez faking a penalty.
Bro, he was foul.
Whatever, bro. Anyways, I think it's gonna be City going into the final because I don't think PSG is gonna come clutch. I think some of their key players have their minds set on other clubs already. But you never know. Mbappe could snap. He is that player. He could snap. I would look at him more than Neymar to do anything. And then on the other side, we're going to London. It's gonna be a tough game. We've never beaten Chelsea in the Champions League. We haven't played them that much, to be fair, also, but they're in a good moment. They have a good new coach. The players listen to the coach. They like his style. They're performing well under him. We also have a team that can do some magic underneath those Stamford Bridge lights. And don't sleep on Real Madrid. Don't count them out. A 1-1 is just as in favor for them as it is for Chelsea. I don't think there's going to be much fans, but Real Madrid is essentially going to play Chelsea in a neutral stadium without the fans. So we're going to see how that goes. I would love to see Real Madrid in the final, of course. You know me, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Chelsea.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one, bro. Who's going into the final?
Real Madrid, Man City.
And who wins it?
Real Madrid. Zidane beats the fuck out of Pep.
I knew it, bro. I fucking knew it.
For my prediction, I got a all EPL final. Manchester City, Chelsea.
Those are so boring. Yeah. Those are so boring, bro.
It is because Tottenham and Liverpool didn't live up to the expectations, but I feel like this time it could be a little different because of the way. Well, yeah, you never know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
I definitely have Chelsea City, and man, what a game, dude.
It'll be good.
I don't know what I'm gonna be watching the second leg at Haymaker with the Austin Blues supporters group for Chelsea. So, I mean,
I'm sorry.
My fault, bro. I had to.
My fault,
bro. Did you see them? Did you see them at the EPL Fan Fest, bro? They shook everybody when they pulled up. They pulled up on some army type shit, bro. They like 100 deep. Just marching. Like when they pulled up the Austin Blues, shout out to Austin Blues for real. They pulled up to the EPL Fan Fest. It was amazing. But I'm gonna be there watching it, and if Chelsea were to make it to the finals, man,
go.
I don't even know.
What are the Austin Blues?
Austin Blues. Shout out Austin Blues.
Yay,
Haymaker
go
bar.
Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. EPL top 4, brother. What's going on in the top 4, Melo?
EPL. Okay, so we got. All right, City. They're going to win the league, right?
Yeah.
34 games, 80 points. Second place is Man United.
They got that.
33 games played.
Down.
So one behind, but they got 67 points. Leicester, number 3. 34 games played, 63 points. Chelsea, number 4. 61 points. And Tottenham, 5th place with 56 points. And then West Ham, 55. Man, it's tight for the Europa League.
Yeah.
Liverpool with 54, Everton with 52.
Damn.
Where Arsenal? What the fuck is
Liverpool Europa League, bro.
Liverpool,
Arsenal with 49.
Yeah.
That's what they get for being these little cocky bastards.
Yeah.
How could you take a picture with the Champions League and the league trophy
the season before?
Pretend like they're the same season?
Pretend like they won a fucking double.
A double.
Like if they
Pretend
won the
like they
Premier
won a
League and the
double.
Champions League together.
That's so
Like,
false, bro.
yeah. Maybe y'all won it for the first time in however gazillion years. I get it. You're not used to this type of shit. You know
Embarrassing, Mike.
I'm glad, bro. Right now they're sitting 7th place, bro.
They'll be in Europa.
And what was it? The EPL Fest, and when was it? Like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Bro, they were talking so much shit the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna win the league.
Hey,
all right,
like
all
Frank
right, yeah, y'all won it, but
Like Frank Lampard said, they're being ignorant when Frank Lampard played Liverpool, and the staff and the assistant coaches were getting fucking like they felt some type of way, and they were talking like this and that, and Frank Lampard said, "Hey, calm the fuck down. It's your first trophy in 30 years. Like, quit being so fucking ignorant." And look at him now. No one feels sorry for y'all because of that.
Yeah.
Had you won the title and showed a little bit like, man, it feels good to be.
Act
You
like
won
you've
the
been
title
there.
like you're gonna win it for the next 10 years coming, bro. Look at you now. So it feels good to see you cry.
Act like you've been there. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Act like you've been there. Like win it with class. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
They'll be like, and then now next year you're fucking struggling.
So
And
now-
like you said, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
We're like, haha, that's what you
Yeah.
get. You know what I mean? That's why you rotate players and you don't just go all for one season. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know how to balance.
And then Chelsea has a good gap. It's a 6-point gap now between 4th and although Liverpool were supposed to play United today, and that match got fucking postponed because there was protests that literally made their way on the pitch.
How, bro?
On the
That's
pitch.
what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
everybody's like.
That's an
Everybody's
inside
like-
job, bro.
That's
That's
crazy.
an
Yeah.
inside job, bro.
Yeah.
That's an
How does that
inside job.
happen?
Yeah.
That's an inside job. Somebody
Yeah.
left the door open because
Yeah. On
they
some-
were in there, bro. I thought.
No, wait, there's
bro,
no
I thought they were
security?
just outside.
Wait.
on some storming the Capitol type shit. They just
Hey,
fucking.
they
Here
don't
you
Yeah.
go.
They don't
Storming
have
the Capitol.
Hey, they don't have somebody with the rifle in the
Nah,
front or like the pistol or something, bro?
nah.
Guns are
England, guns are banned in England.
Guns are
bro.
banned.
Yeah.
Es que tienen ahí nada. Pepper
Un
spray.
pinche palo, güey. Estábamos
Un
vergazos.
palo.
Un pinche palo.
Ah, pues por eso pasó eso. Por eso pasó eso, güey.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa.
Second Amendment Bali over here.
Second Amendment Bali over here.
But that's crazy how it, because this match was so important because Liverpool were definitely fighting for having a hope at Champions League football next year. So Liverpool definitely wanted to win this game, and it's against United, arch rivals. And then United, had they lost, City were gonna be officially crowned champions, and you don't want to crown your fucking neighbor's champion because you lost. So they had that to play for. So it was supposed to be a very interesting game, man. It got postponed. Shout out to protest. And the protesters were literally protesting because they want the Glazers out. They want that ownership out.
Copying Arsenal.
Yeah.
Copying Arsenal. Like, oh, I'm tired of everybody trying to steal, bro. Stealing off the Gunners, bro.
It sucks that fans want their owners out because, over here at Chelsea, we fucking, thank you, Roman. Thank you. More of that, please. Stay forever. It must suck for y'all.
Oil money.
Yeah.
Nah, we're good over here, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Glazers out, Kroenke out, everybody out. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but Kroenke looks like he's gonna be out. But Kroenke is a piece of shit, though. He's like an actual piece of shit.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't give a fuck about Arsenal. He don't.
Well, he owns like how many sports clubs?
Colorado. He owns Colorado too.
You saw how Colorado, you saw the fan base over there. You saw that. You saw
Shit
He owns
fan
like a
base.
sporting group essentially.
So-
As
As
like
the-
the Kroenke
as-
Sporting Group
yeah.
Entertainment or some shit.
As the
KSC.
As the fans, you understand the club is finances at the club is a very important thing. So you want someone that knows how to deal with finances, but the fans want someone that also has passion for the sport. Like all Kroenke and all these Glazers, they're all like, how much money is United making? Okay, I need to make more of that. They're not like, how's my club? Are they playing good football? Should we get this player to better our club?
Chelsea's owner is
Chelsea
like that, right?
is owners like that because Chelsea, like, dude, he watches the games and he wants to improve it on the field. So it's different for that. But these other guys that are like multi-billionaires that run like 6 different clubs, they don't have that passion for the club like the fans want, and that's why they want him out. But it's hard to have an owner that is rich as fuck and also wants the team to play good on the field regardless of the finances. It's tough to find someone like that, so there needs to be something. How can we fix that? How can we, before a person buys a club, it's almost like a trial. Like, okay, let's see, do you care about your club but you also have money? It's very tricky, you know what I mean? So
it is very tricky.
and they made their voices heard because literally the game got postponed. So everybody's talking about it. Yeah. The Glazers are under pressure.
And Arsenal fans are looking. Well, not Arsenal fans, but a famous Arsenal fan, the Spotify CEO.
Yeah.
He's looking into it with Ian Wright and I think Dennis Bergkamp.
They're trying to buy Arsenal.
Terry Henry. Trying to buy Arsenal. That'd be cool. Like you said, the fans want somebody like that actually cares about the club.
He's been a fan since he was 8 years old, so he's knows
And
about the history.
if Arsenal has anything right now, it's 2 things: it's history and a great fan base. Well, not great fan base, but a loyal fan base.
They're really hanging on to that because that's all
Like,
they got.
right now.
I remember we asked this last time. I don't know when, and this might have been something I asked because I have like I asked these fucked up questions. But who has a more loyal fan base, Trump or Arsenal?
Fuck, that's a good one. I mean,
Trump,
Who
bro.
has a
Trump,
more loyal
dude.
fan base?
Trump, because if you're
delusional.
Yeah, if you're willing to storm a fucking Capitol building and get 10 years for taking a selfie with a fucking Kamala's
Pelosi's
mail
desk.
or whatever the fuck, that's right there. I don't know if Arsenal fans would do that, but
Very similar though. Very similar. Very similar fan bases. Very similar.
Yeah.
But the next thing, brother.
yeah, I mean, mental health. We gotta check up on that. You
Mental health is a very serious thing. Very serious thing.
That is it.
And being an Arsenal fan,
Yeah.
like some people in England feel it more than us out here,
they feel a lot more than us,
but some people in England, like, they go through it. I think that's what B was trying to say.
I didn't mean to come off so like that.
Yeah,
you
but
know what I
that
mean,
is
you know what I
a
mean?
really
Yeah.
good point.
yeah.
That's a really good point because there was this story a couple years back, 1 or 2 years back, about this young talent that he got dropped by Manchester City, like this 16-year-old boy. He got dropped by Manchester City, and it sent him into this depression, and he ended up taking his life. But that's how much soccer means to us, bro.
Damn.
That was a big story. You can actually see if you could look into it. People
could
listening out
yeah.
there.
There was the one about Ronaldo and Messi. How did you guys hear about that one?
No.
Like a few years ago, this guy, somebody had a debate, like Ronaldo and Messi fans, and one of them killed the other one, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All for the fucking who's better.
That's the thing, bro. Talking about GOAT status with a Madrid or Barca fan, it fucking sucks.
Hey, Messi the GOAT.
That's
though.
like talking
Hell
politics.
no! Get the fuck! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Yeah. That's like talking politics to a Trump fan. Hey, nah, Trump. It's like when you talk to a Madrid fan, Ronaldo. You talk to a Barcelona, Messi. You can't really discuss it. It's like it's engraved in their fucking DNA.
I was at Tramps one time, and Messi scored a nice free kick, like how he always does.
Last minute,
this guy got on his knees. I don't know who this guy was, but it was at Tramps like 3-4 years ago. This guy got on his knees, and he in front of the TV outside of Mr. Tramps. He got on his knees. This is what he did. He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." This is what he did. Dios, bro. What the fuck is that, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like Dios, yeah, bro. That's a human being, bro. Like,
hey, but
come on, bro.
There's some of that shit going on with
he's an
Madrid
alien,
fans with
bro.
Ronaldo too, though. Bro.
Nobody calls Ronaldo Dios, man.
Yeah, bro.
Nobody calls him Dios,
Bro.
bro. That's a Messi culture.
We can't talk about GOAT status with
The
Madrid
worst thing
and
about
Barca
Ronaldo
fans,
fans is that deep down, they know that
bro.
Messi's the GOAT.
Deep down, they know.
Hell no.
They know that Messi's the GOAT.
How can you be the GOAT if you bottled the final of Copa America twice?
He's still the GOAT,
and you've
bro.
had a direct hand
He's
in
still
it.
the GOAT, bro.
Hey,
He's
that
still
You
the
had a
GOAT.
direct
He's still
hand
the
in
GOAT.
it.
There's
He's
about to
still
be
the
two
GOAT.
guys that died over this if we don't chill right now.
You're right.
For real,
Hey,
bro.
rip
So,
to that guy. Rip to that guy.
I mean, this is a good set where we can talk about La Liga action because there is a title race in La Liga right now. And, you know, for me, I don't really watch too much La Liga. I do watch Madrid, Barca, and Atletico fans games. So, what's it like in La Liga, boys?
Here it is. It's heating up. Atletico, first spot, 34 games, 76 points. Madrid, 34 games, 74 points. Barca, 1 game behind, 33 with 71 points. So, and Sevilla, right behind them, 33 games, 70 points.
Nobody's talking about Sevilla. They're
Sevilla.
Sevilla,
Lopetegui.
if Sevilla wins their next match, and Barca essentially, no, if
They
Sevilla
overtake-
wins their next match, they jump Barca.
Yeah, they do.
Oh shit,
So
that
it's
sends Barca into fourth.
There's a good title race in
But I mean,
Spain.
that's the fifth place is kind of far off though.
Yeah.
53. Yeah, so there's no race for top 4 in La Liga. Surprise.
Who's gonna win it? Like literally.
Yeah, it's like a legit title race.
badass. Yep.
Atleti?
No, I don't
bottle.
see it.
Bro, they were like 7 points clear. They fucking
fucked
bottled
They're
it.
they're 2 points clear right now, but Atleti still has to play Barca.
Yeah.
And if they can come, bro,
And we know what happens when Barca play Atletico. We
Barca usually
fucking
wins.
smack them, bro.
Barca has Valencia and Atleti back to back, but Real has Chelsea and Sevilla. But Real Madrid has a better finish. They have an easier finish. Barcelona has a more complicated finish to the season. If Atleti and Barca tie, Madrid can win the fucking league, bro. If they can, but if either they need a tie or Barca needs to win.
But Madrid got to beat Sevilla too.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right.
Right
and
now-
it's just a badass.
Yeah, La Liga is a good one.
Right now it's live right now, dude. Valencia, Barcelona, minute
Oh,
48.
shit.
They're playing right now, 0-0.
0-0.
Barca need to win this game.
So by the time you hear this, well, you'll
But
see a
check
bigger
this
picture.
out. Check this out, though. Messi can disappear in these games, but have like 6 goals against Eibar, and he could be called GOAT. I'm just gonna say
there he is,
that. I'm
there
just
he
gonna
is.
say
Get
that.
the fuck out of here,
Okay.
bro. Get the
Ronaldo
fuck
scores
outta
like
here.
Ronaldo scores
stat
against
like a motherfucker.
third world countries in international.
Yeah.
He scores 6 against
Fucking Latvia,
yeah,
countries
all
that
these
don't exist.
and all of a sudden he's the
Keep
GOAT.
going. Keep going.
He's
What
the
else?
GOAT.
Come on,
What else?
bro.
But you know what he does at the end of these campaigns? He actually wins trophies for his team in the Euro and the Nations League Open, Nations League Cup. He actually celebrates with trophies, and not with random Twitter guys, and not with random Messi accounts. He actually celebrates. Look. With the trophy.
From a neutral, I'm not a Messi fanboy or
Yeah, I'm
Ronaldo
not a-
fanboy, right? So from a neutral point of view, all I say is they're still playing, dude. Messi is still playing. Ronaldo is still playing. The GOAT status is right there. If one of these guys wants to take the initiative and create a little bit of separation between Messi and Ronaldo, they
Messi's a
can,
beast,
bro.
though, bro.
They can, bro. They
Messi's
can.
a beast. I would love it if Messi went to Real Madrid. Fucking love it.
No, there's no way, dude.
I would have loved it. I would have loved it.
Me being neutral, I think that the answer was the question was answered whenever Ronaldo won the La Euros to me.
I thought the question
Perform.
was answered too, but I guess
Perform.
Messi's
So
Messi's
Messi-
PR team is just great.
There's-
Messi
Bro,
could-
they're still playing.
I mean,
Bro,
true. I love Messi.
They're
Messi,
still
yeah,
playing.
Messi,
Listen,
go.
listen, let them
Messi,
finish their
go.
careers.
Cristiano, go.
Bro,
They're both goats,
Messi-
right?
Nah, bro, listen.
But that answered the question to me right there.
I can't
bro.
believe you got into a Messi-Ronaldo
Bro,
talk,
Messi retired from Argentina and then said, "You know what? I'm gonna just come back." What? Chile made you quit.
That
And then you
aspect-
came back? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, dude.
Hey,
okay,
that
dude.
aspect. I'll
Would
give you that
Messi
aspect.
would Messi duck and hide in the wall and open his legs and lose the Champions League quarterfinals?
He would miss a penalty in the final though against Chile. He would have missed a penalty.
Yeah.
You know what Chris did? He scored his penalty against Atleti in the Champions League final to win number 11. That's what Chris did.
But he did fuck all that game.
What do you mean?
Bale had to step up. Di Maria had to step up. Ronaldo was fucking absent from that game.
Well, I mean, if you look at leading up to that, who was the Champions League top scorer for like those 4 years whenever they went on the Champions League run?
True.
Who
But still-
was the top
but
scorer?
still.
Scoring at least 17 goals a
Okay.
season in the
¿Qué pedo
Champions
con
League.
estos vatos, güey?
Just to like, no, I'm not gonna.
Messi,
I could go on all day, bro. I
Think
could go
about
on all day.
it.
Ronaldo.
Bro, think about it. Barca hasn't won the Champions League since 2015. So I think maybe your argument for Messi is more in La Liga than the Champions
You know
League.
who's better than both of them? You know who's the real GOAT? Jesse Lingard, bro.
Hey, shout out Jesse Lingard, bro. He's going off, bro.
Hey, how come he gets so much love on social media? Like every time they always do memes like the GOAT Messi, the GOAT, and then they put Jesse Lingard, bro. He's like,
It's because he's a cool guy.
He's a
He's
cool
real-
guy.
He's
yeah,
a cool guy. Shout out to him.
Celebrations and shit like that.
Yeah, I think so. Bro, he's been going through some shit. That's another thing about
yeah.
mental health with these
Yeah.
soccer players. Jesse Lingard was going through, and I remember you would always bring that up,
Yeah.
that he was going through some shit with his family, right?
It feels good.
Yeah, or was it you?
I think he
it
was.
was
His mom was sick, and he was taking care of his parents and stuff.
He said,
Yeah, he was going through some personal issues with his family, and so
Yeah.
he was down and United. But you know, of course, he's a United player, and I'm a Chelsea fan, and there's rivalry there. But it's good to see a player that is going through a tough time personally rejuvenate his career a little bit,
Yeah.
and him going off, it feels good. Although he was absent against Chelsea, but hey,
he's been
it
absent
is
for
what
like
it
2
is.
years, bro. Don't worry.
He's doing good though now.
Yeah,
He's in a good place at West Ham. He has confidence. He has
Yeah.
confidence. But I mean, I guess we could say real quick, we went on a crazy rant. So
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry that y'all saw that side of us, of the Ronaldo stands and the Messi stands.
It could have gone
But
on for 3 hours. Dude.
That's
It's
probably
crazy.
one of the most craziest topics in football
For real.
history.
That's true.
That's something that's going to be talked about for the next 100 years.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. But who's going to win La Liga? I'm going to say Real Madrid. I definitely see them being the most composed team and finishing it off strong.
As a neutral, I want to see Atleti because Real Madrid, Barca, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. Let
Fair
Atleti
enough.
win one. Let Atleti win one.
Barca's losing.
No mames.
Barca's losing.
Damn.
Barca's losing 1-0.
How do you know?
Ahí dice. That's live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vamos,
shit.
Atletico. Atletico to win it, bro. Atletico to win it.
Atleti?
Gabriel Paulista, bro.
Hey,
Fuck that guy. Who is that guy?
If Atleti wins, it's over.
Hey, get closer to the mic.
If Atleti wins, it's over, right?
Nah, there's still more
No,
games, bro.
quedan 5 partidos.
Pero ya,
But
pero ya,
Barca
¿quién
can't
los va a
lose.
alcanzar? Ya.
Yeah, there's only like
They're
2 points
only 2
up.
points
Yeah,
up.
it's close, bro. It's a
And
close
then
title race.
They still have to play.
Yeah,
They still
yeah.
have to play.
And Madrid still plays Sevilla, so it's looking really good in Spain. Yeah,
Fun
nothing-
time in Spain.
Yeah.
Shout out to Inter. They
Oh,
won
yeah,
the title.
yeah.
With quick note, you won the Serie A. Congrats. Whatever.
I mean, shout out Inter. You know,
Whatever.
Conte is Inter coach, and he's been building that team up.
They
Since
spent a
last
lot
year.
of money in that
Spent
team.
a lot of money, you know, because Inter is owned by I think a Chinese billionaire
Yeah,
or
I think
something
so,
like
yeah.
that. But
Recently bought, right?
yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah, a few years ago.
They changed the logo to a piece of
Yeah.
There's
shit.
also like owners. Like first it was Taiwanese, I think,
Yeah.
or
Oh,
Thailand,
okay.
from Thailand.
Well, watch out because
Yeah.
Taiwan and China are in a
no,
very
and then
heated-
Yeah.
from Thailand, and then that dude sold it to China. So like some
But
Chinese.
you know, Juventus had won the Scudetto 9 times in a
9
row,
times.
bro. So they were on the 10th, and then Juventus have Ronaldo, and
Some
and
people are
so-
blaming it on Ronaldo. Like, what? You got Pirlo as coach, brother.
Yeah, true.
That guy. Who is that guy? That guy didn't even coach like the youth. He just jumped to Juve.
Yeah, and
That's what's wrong with that whole league over there.
yeah.
Honestly,
I just like to see that, different teams win it in these top 5 leagues. So Juve winning it 9 times in a row,
that
man.
sucks.
Fuck that. Inter, good shit.
Hence why we need a Super League.
I got
Just saying.
I got a little bit of love for Conte because he's an ex-Chelsea player. Although the way he left was bad, still he won the Premier League with us. So yeah, good shit. Inter Milan
Won the Premier League with Chelsea in a very fashionable way too, right?
in his first season. Yeah, no,
Right?
he changed the game in the Premier League because
Didn't he have like 5 players in the back?
No, he introduced 3 at the back and the wing backs.
Okay.
So in the Premier League at the time, there wasn't really much clubs playing that except the lower clubs because they had to defend against the big clubs. So they always. But Chelsea brought that formation. They brought that formation as a strong team. So he implemented that. I'm not saying he invented the back at the 3 or he did this and that, but he.
Breaking news: Brian on We Arsenal TV claims
He made it like H says. He made it trendy.
Okay.
So
trendy.
Shout out Conte.
I do say that a lot. Trendy.
Yeah. He made it trendy, and then everybody started playing like that. So it is what it is. So,
I do say that trendy. Like, we I would say is like a certain restaurant's trendy.
Yeah.
And they have trendy food. You know what I'm
Trendy
saying?
is a strong word in your vocabulary.
Trendy is a trendy word.
Trendy is a trendy word. Trendy is very trendy right now.
Yeah.
Whenever just trendy. You just say trendy. But shit, man, is there anything else that we gotta add to this podcast, bro? I've had a great time. It feels great to be back in the studio.
Hell yeah.
Back home feels amazing.
Yeah.
Bali ATX.
You feel me?
Molly's a little hungover from yesterday.
He is. He
I
really
was
is.
Just turning up, me and my boy Kako, just hey.
Bro,
Shout out
Caco todo pedo.
Everybody, man, we were just.
Yeah.
It was a movie. Next
a good
week,
time.
another movie.
Shout
New
out.
Braunfels.
Shout out Los Verdes. Shout out La Murga. Shout out Oak Army. Mad love. Spreading it around. So
Yeah.
it was good.
Check us out on YouTube, guys. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Do we have something on Facebook?
We're working on some Facebook.
We're working on it.
Yeah, Facebook content is coming soon.
It's coming soon. We're really dedicated on IG and Twitter for the most
Yeah.
part.
And we want to keep saying thanks for showing love. Thanks for supporting us, commenting on our posts, commenting on our YouTube videos. Small stuff like that. It makes us feel good because, we work hard to provide content for you guys. So thanks. Thanks a
And
lot.
we have been getting a lot of good feedback from people that are coming up to us saying that the content's been good. And it's not even close to what we got coming. We're just getting started.
Yeah.
We're almost gonna cross 1 year, but we'll get that into it sooner or later. Yeah. We're gonna have some great giveaways coming up, something out of the ordinary. It's not gonna be something usual like a coffee cup or a jersey. It's gonna be something that really gives back to the fans.
Stay tuned
So
for that.
just stay tuned for that. It's gonna be awesome. Just trying to give back to all of you guys that are supporting us and giving us these follows, subscribe. Make sure to leave us reviews and stuff like that. That really helps. Rate the podcast. Give us 5 stars or 4 or 3, 2, whatever you feel like. And thank you so much again. Anything else y'all want to say, guys, before we wrap this up?
No, we're good.
Thank you for the
Hell
support. Love you guys.
All right. This has been the Top Flight Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. It will drop soon. Check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and we are out. You already know. Let's go.